I find it funny that Nia Jax found a way to put a gaming quote in against Kenny Omega when she won her belt. All your base belonged to us.
That was hilarious. Even more hilarious is that you call her Nia Jax instead of Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose. Oh my God.
That's awesome.
God, no.
Both very intimidating, very strong women. So that's cool. Just get them confused. That's all good. But Nyla Rose is your AEW.
No, it's Nia Jax.
Nyla Rose is your AEW Women's Champion. And welcome back to another episode of AEW Aftershock, your number one podcast discussing all things elite wrestling.
He would have undone the beginning.
You are?
I'm embarrassed. But I guess I'm also Chris Falcon.
And I'm Brant, named to be determined. Jeez. Oh, man.
Why was I thinking Nia Jax?
Because it's a tall, strong, bigger woman from another company. But there's similarities in their philosophy too. It's kind of, come in like the baddest woman there and try to take charge. Right? Very similar names too. Nyla. It's a common misunderstanding. It's all good. Nobody's gonna judge you for that. It's good.
No.
So
I'm on 2 hours of sleep, everyone. It's my mom's birthday.
It's your mom's birthday. You have a newborn child at home. You're good. It's understandable. Everybody's cool, right? If not, leave them a mean comment. I'm kidding.
So Brant is no longer. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man. So if you would like to know more about AEW Aftershock and all things Aftershock, go to theawcast.com. That's THEAWE cast.com to find us on YouTube.
And on social media, you can check us out all across social media on theawcast.com. Same thing. THEAWE cast.
That's right. And coming up on the first week of March, we're fully transitioning from Comic Frontline over to Aftershock Wrestling Entertainment. So definitely follow us over to that YouTube channel and subscribe. There'll be a link in the description below, like Chris was pointing to. But with that,
Nyla Jax, if you'd like to write me and congratulate me on congratulating you for winning something you didn't win, I mean,
where is Nia Jax anyway? That's the whole.
Maybe Nia Jax is Nyla Rose.
Man, I'm having flashbacks now. There was this whole bit on another podcast I did where two people from two different shows I was on were always rumored to be the same person. They weren't.
I just got to do something.
Blew my mind. Okay.
No, you go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. Well, let's get into some AEW Dark discussion.
You could. Yeah. I actually comparing their two pictures. They could be considered possible sisters. Maybe they're sisters.
Maybe they are. He's trying to dig his way out of this one.
It's so hard, and I'm just digging even further down. So I'm just gonna stop and say I made a mistake in the name. Sue me.
It's all good. All right. So the match results for AEW Dark this past week. Riho defeats Shoko Nakajima. I think I got that right. Jimmy Havoc defeats Sunny Kiss. We saw Jimmy Havoc again. That's cool. Hikaru Shida defeats Cassandra Golden, and the Dark Order defeats Jungle Express. That is Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt.
Now, you mentioned Jimmy Havoc. I'm going to pause you. Did you see the road to Austin?
No, I did not.
There was an awesome. You really should see it. They made an awesome promo for Jimmy Havoc. Why he hasn't been around. And he has a whole I've seen your dreams, yada yada. I just want you to suffer. That's it. Oh, I love that. Was the best return promo I've seen for Jimmy.
That's cool. That's really cool.
So you're gonna be seeing a lot of him.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's great because we were talking about that last week. How we hadn't seen him for a while, and then we saw he was going to be on Dark this week, and it was like okay, cool. We'll start seeing him again. So that's awesome. I can't wait to see what they do with him.
I hope they push him hard towards the championship, maybe.
Yeah, and so we'll just have to see and keep our eyes peeled on that. The only other note I really had from Dark was Luchasaurus getting in an altercation with the Dark Order.
Oh, that was good. That was the only. Honestly, I feel like Dark this week kind of was like, it was there. It was solid, but not something like important happened, like something big. Other than after Jimmy Havoc's match, the what's his name threw out a challenge kind of from the Nightmare Collective.
Oh, Luther. Yeah.
Luther threw out a
match. Luther. I forgot
Luther
about that.
wants to fight Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah. That was a little weird.
It was very weird, but Jimmy will kick his ass.
That would be an interesting match. I've never seen Luther. He's supposedly, king of the death match kind of thing. So,
and so is Jimmy. So it'd be interesting to see both of them.
Yeah. I think that was probably the best match was Jimmy Havoc and Sonny Kiss.
That was one of my favorites. Also, was Jimmy Havoc and Sonny Kiss. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Jimmy Havoc was showing his ring skills. He was putting submissions and all kinds of mat wrestling. It was kind of cool seeing the different side of him. And so it was Riho and Shoko had a good match, solid match, and then Hikaru is always good in the ring. Mm-hmm. So I'm always happy to see her. But that's your Dark. Not a whole lot to discuss this time.
Just a return, really more of a return, a little bit more of the expansion on the Dark Order. I really feel like if they're going to do the shows the way they're doing, Dark should have the Dark Order, and Dynamite should be the inner circle. Inner circle.
Yeah. So but we're seeing both seep into, mainly the Dark Order seeping into both more times than not. And we'll talk about that as we start talking about AEW Dynamite. Yes. All right. So running down the matches for Dynamite, we had Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega successfully defending their tag titles against SCU. Dustin Rhodes defeated Sammy Guevara, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. Britt Baker insults Texas. Thanks, Britt. Nyla Rose defeats Riho for the women's title. MJF defeats Jungle Boy. And John Moxley defeats Santana. And we'll definitely be talking about the aftermath of that match, as indicated in our thumb. So let's get into some of this. Let's talk about Rhodes. Dustin Rhodes just cleans the floor with Sammy Guevara, first of all. I mean, just
easily.
Yeah, just puts him away. And then it's the challenge we've been waiting for. Dustin Rhodes calls out Jake Hager and has some choice words for him, some very strong words for him.
He is Jericho's bitch.
Yeah, and he got under Hager's skin, and we've got a match at Revolution. Finally, these two are going to square off. And I can't wait. It's going to be Jake Hager's first in-ring appearance since he joined the company.
Right. We have a lot of firsts coming up. We have Jeff Cobb next week. We'll talk about that. We have Jake Hager at Revolution. And then before Revolution, we have Warlow in
Steel Cage. Yeah.
In 2 weeks, right? That's 2 weeks.
No, that's this week. This week. Yeah. It's in our preview.
Yeah, right. This week.
So I mean we got a lot to look forward to coming up with the programming with the MJF thing. Cody was not here this week because he was injured from the straps, from the lashes, and he was taking some recovery time. But Brandy joined commentating, and MJF, man, while he's wrestling Jungle Boy, he is just jaw jacking, and he's doing some other things. And just, man, did you hear?
Very
did you hear how mad Jim Ross got?
Oh man, Jim was ready to go in the ring and beat him up.
I know. I thought he was good. I think Brandy was probably over there kind of snickering a little bit because how worked up he was getting. Because she was like afterwards, she was like, "Thank you, JR, for defending." He was like, "Wow."
He was flaming. I mean, if you could feel fire through the TV screen, I felt JR's fire.
Yeah. So MJF grabs his junk and is like, motioning towards Brandy. And man, JR just starts screaming, "Shut up! You shut up!" It's like, wow.
Honestly, I think he went too far with that. I think that was a little disgusting.
Honestly. Oh, I completely agree. I think he went too far, and I think Jim Ross went off script.
I absolutely think he went off script, kind of to show, hey, this kid is going a little too far.
Yeah, I thought he was legitimately hot at MJF. It was it was interesting to hear, and I'm sure it was uncomfortable up that broadcast booth too. I bet like Excalibur and Brandy and everybody were just sitting there like, okay,
Jim, okay, calm down. It's all right.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll yell at him later. Not on
Oh
TV, not on
man.
TV. And then of course he tells Warlow take the night off, and then when he sees he's losing, he comes out and gives him the ring. Oh, come on. We're going to start the brass knuckle / now it's a brass ring kind of punch thing. Come on.
It is a big ring.
MJF can't beat. You know, I have to agree. MJF is better than all of us at cheating to win because Jungle Boy literally is better than him at wrestling.
Don't forget, and running into the crowd like a coward.
And running. Oh, he's the best at running. He must have. Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah. You would think he was on the track team instead of football, but I'm just
the best at running away from everyone and using a ring to knock people out because they're better than him at wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to make a shirt called MJF knows that the world is better than him at wrestling. So everyone's better than you at wrestling, and you know it.
Yeah, there you go, and you know it. You gotta include that tagline.
That part. Most important.
Yeah, He's good heel though. You got to admit, he's a good bad guy.
Yeah,
he's a good bad guy.
Again, say it's a good thing that AEW hasn't offered me a contract yet. Although now I don't know if they will.
Yeah,
because I think Nyla Rose would kick my ass first. But I mean, beside the point.
Yeah,
MJF is safe from a few things because I'm not getting a contract from them. That's all I'm saying.
But speaking of Wardlow. Almost an inner altercation. That's what I was trying to say. Altercation with Luchasaurus.
Now.
Yeah, they could not do that before the Cody match because
everybody would have been upset. That would have been like, really? He got his hands on him first?
Yeah, that and because Luchasaurus is such an even match for Wardlow, it might tone down the effect he might have, in our minds when he faces Cody. But yeah, that's coming down the road. It's got to be what's coming next. Yeah. So I can't wait to see that. I want to see those two.
That'll be a good feud.
I hope it happens at Revolution. I would love to see that.
Good. Yeah. That'd be good. While Cody's fighting MJF, Luchasaurus comes out and screws Wardlow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be good. I would love that. Do that. If not at Revolution, though, definitely soon. I want to see those two square off because I think that would be so good. Let's see where we want to go next.
Let's talk about Nyla Rose. You want to talk about Nyla Rose?
Yeah, let's talk Nyla Rose.
I do. I will say this though. I will say this. I like how they're setting it up where she beat Riho. Mm-hmm. She really beat Riho, and then now the whole locker room kind of isn't happy. She's upset because Jericho got this and that and the other thing. And, she's the new champion, but nobody still respects her.
Yeah, let's talk about that because we were just talking about right before the show, there was a clip that was playing in the picture-in-picture during a commercial break that we couldn't hear. And they did actually release that clip on a highlight video on their YouTube channel where we actually did get to hear it. So she got up in Omega Space, who's a big video gamer, and the classic video game line, all your base are belong to us.
Wait, Nyla Rose is a big video gamer?
No, I said Omega is.
Oh, Omega is.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if Rose is or not, but she knew that line. So she does that, and then like you said, she's ranting and raving that she didn't get the celebration that Jericho did. She didn't get a grape or whatever, and
Tony gave her a hug. He tried to. Tony Khan tried to hug her, and she's like, "Yeah." Okay. So I mean, they tried.
Mm-hmm, yeah, and then you had not all, but several of the women contenders standing back there. You had Big Swole, Britt Baker, Chris Statlander, Leva Bates, and I'm totally going to forget the fifth one. But there was somebody else out there too. And yeah, they were just kind of standing there like looking on. Yeah, there was. I think so. Maybe it was just the four of those.
I think it was. I'm going to go check the clip again real quick.
Maybe it was just the four of those and I'm misremembering. So
we'll find out in a second.
Either way, it's she
Bunny.
Who?
The bunny.
Oh, really? Allie was there?
Yeah, Allie was there.
Oh, okay. Wow, okay. I did not realize that.
Wow, Brant. You're saying that she's invisible?
No, I don't remember seeing her there. I knew there was somebody else. I just couldn't register who it was. But yeah, so like Nyla's on a rampage, and she kind of has a point. She didn't get the big celebration.
I agree, but I mean,
Jericho didn't really either. He made his own celebration, right? He was walking back there. Yeah, so it's like they're, titles change hands. It's not going to be a big, huge celebration every time a title changes hands, right?
Exactly.
That's like I don't know, having a birthday every few weeks.
That wouldn't be such a bad thing.
It wouldn't, but there's only so much TV time.
That's true. This is true. Speaking of Kenny Omega, I really enjoy the tag match against SCU. I just feel like more and more Hangman is more and more he's kind of separating even from Kenny in a way.
Yeah, and you actually got to see Being the Elite this week. I haven't got to watch it yet. Yeah. And you said there was some stuff with Adam going on there.
Yeah, there was okay, so Being the Elite just came out today. Today's Monday as we're recording this. We're recording this usually we record on Sunday, so we don't know about Being the Elite, but this time I had a chance since we're doing this on Monday. And it was interesting because Hangman found out through Brendan Cutler about the Battle Royale. Obviously, they're inside of the AEW moment. Like, Being the Elite is a mix of behind the scenes and more like an extension of AEW. So this is the extension part where he tells Adam Page, and then towards the end of Being the Elite, he goes around telling all the other tag teams, hey, Nick has this, Matt has that, Matt has this, Matt has that. And we'll see what happens with the Battle Royale. I have a very bad feeling that the Battle Royale is going to have everybody versus the Jackson brothers.
Yeah, so basically telling them their weaknesses so they can get rid of them. And that's, man, that's dirty. I understand Hangman is feeling slighted. He's feeling kind of left out and all that stuff. And I get it. But, man, you're sabotaging your friends, your buds here. And it's like, dude, you're crossing a line. And now the Bucks might come for them. And what's Omega going to do? Where's
Kenny's in the middle. That's the problem.
Yeah, but he's a champ. Is he going to just like lay down? No, I don't think so. So what does he do? It's like
he'll defend it, and then I don't know. I feel bad for Kenny. He's in the compromising position right now. Out of all,
I hope this doesn't end up with a triple team by the Elite on Hangman Adam Page.
I mean, wouldn't be such a bad thing to knock some sense into the man.
I know. But I'm scared that I'm going to see a triple super kick in his future.
Oh, yeah.
Super kick party, baby. Man, Hangman, get it together, bro.
Drop the booze.
Stop with the sauce. Yeah.
Drink G Fuel. It's better for you.
So that brings us to the main event, right?
Yeah.
We covered everything else.
Let me triple check.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so. Except for the Britt Baker.
Goddamn about Britt Baker making fun of Texas people at this point.
Yeah, she got a Whataburger chant, so that was kind of cool. It is kind of popular here.
I want to try that when I come to Texas. Actually,
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I actually like other burgers better. It's sacrilege, but I'm not originally from Texas, so whatever.
You get a free pass for that one. Brant never said anything.
People like run that word together. By the way, it sounds like you're saying Waterburger. But it's Whataburger. Yeah, but it's what a burger is what it's supposed to be. But Whataburger.
Oh, I thought it was Waterburger.
No, it's Whataburger. So it's just one word, but it's what a burger.
Yeah, see now when you said it like that, I thought you were saying Whataburger, and I'm like, okay.
No, it's
got to try that.
Yeah, it's a Texas only chain as far as I'm aware. So it's one of those things. So
W-A-B?
Huh?
WAB. Whataburger. W-A-B. WAB.
And there's just side tangent, so many Whataburgers all over the place here. And here's the interesting thing, though. You'll find this interesting. The inside decor is different at every single one.
Reminds me of Fridays.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so like one of them could be like a 50s biker theme. One could be like a music theme. One could be this or that. They're all different.
So it's like they should make a Funko collection of those. You can get a lot of money off of that.
That's true. There you go, right. Funko. There's your idea. A collection of Whataburger.
Backgrounds.
Right,
main event.
Yes. Jeff Cobb. Oh, my goodness.
Way,
yes.
Did you hear two things real quick? Number one, I loved Santana's eye patch. I love how he did his special. And number 2, did you actually notice what Excalibur did that also shut Pro Wrestling Tees down for a milliminute? A little bit. It froze for a bit.
I sort of vaguely remember.
You mentioned that they made a Moxley eye patch.
Yes.
The site froze. The moment that happened, I was actually on the site already because I wanted to bookmark the Being the Elite recycling shirt. So I also was typing in about the eye patch. The site crashed for about a good 3 minutes, and then it went back up.
I remember that now because JR was like, really?
Yeah.
You have an eye patch.
They made it's literally like an eye patch you could get at Party City with Mox's
the X
name,
thing?
MOX.
Yeah, the MOX. Yeah, okay. That's hilarious. Anything to make a buck, right? It's working.
I mean, have it in my wish list.
It's crashing. We're gonna see like all these eye patches in one of the crowds soon.
If they don't make one for Santana, I'll be pissed because that's the one I would buy.
It's got to just have like the
flag,
the flag or the star or something. I don't remember exactly what the flag looks like, but yeah, that was a cool. I like the way he had the bandana over it too. It was kind of neat, and it didn't move. Like Mox had to keep adjusting his because it kept like shifting, but his didn't move. It just stayed in place. So that worked. It was a good match. It was a good match. Santana gave Mox all he had, but Mox just pulled it out. But they had revealed earlier in the night that they had called in a hitman, a hired assassin, basically
for Moxley.
Yeah, and Jeff Cobb, and they said Jeff Cobb. I'm like, wait a minute, Jeff Cobb from Ring of Honor, Jeff Cobb. And then at the end of the match, here comes Jeff Cobb strutting down, and I'm honestly thinking maybe it's a swerve. Maybe he's going to turn on the circle, but no.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
He turns out next week.
Yeah, but man, he took Mox out.
One shot.
Oh, dude.
To be fair, though, he was completely blind because Ortiz spit, I think it was orange juice in his eye.
Yeah.
So he was completely blind at that point. Still won the match blind, but yeah, and you had 5 other people on him.
Yeah.
So.
He turned around and hit the what do you call it, the paradigm shift real quick. It was like one of those things like, oh, there you are, boom. But yeah, he was blinded, but at the same time, man, Jeff Cobb is a beast. I have not seen a lot of Jeff Cobb, but I've recently started watching Ring of Honor, and he's been on recent programming. And every time
I think he was at the pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Every time he comes out, the crowd's just like, it's Jeff Cobb's a big deal. He's a former Olympian, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's a big dude, big powerful dude, and he's agile for his stature too. So man, that was a good get for AEW is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. I think it was a very good act. I wonder if he's still going to be in Ring of Honor though.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because AEW, again, you're allowed to go to wherever you want. They don't, they don't hold you down to you're exclusive to this company.
I would think if he wasn't, we would have heard about it just because he wouldn't have just left. You know what I mean? Because he's one of their bigger guys. Right. Yeah.
Which is good in a way because it shows a good faith towards Ring of Honor, and maybe it'll open up the doors again for the Bucks and Kenny. Because I know that there was
Marty. Oh.
and Marty, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
No, because I know that they left and a lot of people were upset about them doing their own company. Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling specifically were very upset.
Yeah, exactly. So, hopefully they have a good working relationship and they can do some.
I think it'd be better. It's better if the companies work together than apart. Because right now, if you think about it, if you sign with WWE, you're exclusive. Period. You ain't going nowhere until your contract's up. You are not allowed anywhere. You are exclusive to Vince McMahon's pocket.
Yeah, I think even they are trying to slowly change a little bit of that.
I haven't heard that.
I saw an article recently where they were trying to get archives of indie promotions on the network. And we've seen them work with what was that? Evolve and another one. They did shows there where they sent their guys there and they brought some of their guys over and they did an Evolve anniversary special on the network and stuff like that. So maybe on a small scale, but it's probably also because they're kind of farming talent a little bit. But yeah, no, I agree. I think it's really cool when you see those crossovers, especially when you're familiar with somebody from one brand and you see them come over. WWE does that internally, like with their NXT, SmackDown and stuff. Yeah.
And NXT, yeah, I forgot about
that. Yeah, and prior to that, when they bought WCW and ECW, you had that same kind of thing going on. But yeah, it would be kind of cool to see, just like you see Moxley and Jericho go over to Japan, see some of this Ring of Honor crossover, or crossover with another promotion. It'd be kind of
That's what I'm saying. I think it's super important because WWE is very stingy with how much they let their wrestlers go, to show a united wrestling universe outside of WWE is going to open. I feel like if you have a wrestler who can be everywhere or allowed to be anywhere, first of all, like you just said, I remember him from the AEW match. I remember him from the Ring of Honor match. I remember Moxley, the United States champion in New Japan Pro Wrestling, still wrestling in AEW, possibly to be the AEW champion after Revolution. We don't know. Okay, but in my mind, I'm like, wow, Moxley, I remember him from WWE, so that's where he started with me, but he was also in TNA before WWE, so it's like Moxley right now is super popular in New Japan. He's popular in AEW. He hasn't gone to Ring of Honor, but I'm sure that if they asked him, the Bucks and everybody in AEW would not say no, so everybody in Ring of Honor would be like, whoa, Moxley, who's over here and over there, he's over here now wrestling. This is the kind of united independent wrestling we need, honestly, at this point, because WWE has been so, even if they've been uninvolved, right? I'm sure that they still had to keep a certain decor about their character via WWE's, creative or what have you.
Yeah,
These are wrestlers that are allowed to do and be whatever they want. Like if New Japan wants Moxley to do this, AEW will have no problem with him doing it there and then coming back and doing whatever he's doing for them their way. This is why I say right now, if Ring of Honor and New Japan have a problem with AEW, fix it, unite, because as a united companies, you absolutely can go far, because wrestling in this day and age right now, this is where wrestling is at its peak. Everyone is watching, everybody's listening to something, somewhere, somehow. And it's not a lot of WWE anymore because of all the crazy stuff going on there. This is your chance to kind of not beat WWE, but to show the world that this is a united, company. Not company. This is a united sport where anyone can go anywhere at any time, and no one's truly 100% exclusive.
And not just that, it's just like Cody pitched this whole company as a revolution. It is kind of that. It's a new way to enjoy something that we're all passionate about.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say anything against WWE.
I'm not either. I'm just saying that I think it's time they change as well.
Yeah, and absolutely. And, like we've said many times, AEW is not perfect. So we don't want to come off like we're just, AEW is the best thing that ever happened.
I literally just mentioned Ring of Honor and New Japan.
I know. I wasn't saying anything about you. I'm just clarifying for our viewers. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I'm saying to them. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, I think it was high time for something different, though, and something new. And now that we've got more awareness for all these different indie promotions. I say indie, but Ring of Honor's been around for a long time now.
Yep.
New Japan's been around forever.
Hulk Hogan was in New Japan.
Right, exactly.
Started in WWE.
That's what I'm saying. So and now AEW's on the rise and everything. You've got several others, and it's just it's a good time to be a wrestling fan because there's so much to choose from, and you don't have to watch the one thing. You can choose whatever the heck you want to watch.
Yeah.
And have fun with it. That's the beauty of it. So, but anyway. That side tangent, over with.
I think that's more of a just, wrestling is everywhere now, and it should be as united as humanly possible, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's it for Dynamite, though. It was a solid episode of Dynamite leading up to Revolution. This week is going to be, on fire. Let's just go ahead and talk about the preview. It's going to be in Atlanta. Cody is from Georgia, so hopefully he'll be there and he'll get that home crowd home crowd buzz. Obviously, he's going to be there. Duh.
Oh, yeah.
Steel cage match: Cody versus Wardlow in Atlanta. In Atlanta, Georgia. We also have Moxley versus Jeff Cobb, which we were just talking about. So they get to square off. Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega defend their titles against the Lucha Brothers,
who will also be part of the tag team battle royale that's happening that night. So, question, what's the main event? The tag team battle royale, or no? It has to be Cody versus Wardlow because of the cage.
Yeah. I would say, like, if the Lucha Brothers were to win, then they would switch places, and Hangman and Page would go in. I mean, Hangman and Omega would go into the battle royal, and then, like you said, the tag team battle royal. Those are the only matches we know of at this time for that. Dark preview for tomorrow night. We got Best Friends versus Hybrid 2. We got Chris Statlander versus Diamante. Big Swole versus Christy Janes. And the Young Bucks versus Peter Avalon and QT Marshall. It's an interesting match there.
QT Marshall keeps bouncing back and forth between being on the good side and on the bad side. QT is definitely a universal kind of wrestler. That's for sure.
He's something.
I hope we get to see that move tomorrow.
The QT special, the fall over the ropes and try to spin into a landing.
Yeah,
exactly. I don't know. It's always fun though. AEW is always fun, and I'm looking forward to this one. This is going to be a hot episode of the show because it is the episode that's leading. Well, no, we do have one more week before the pay-per-view, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No. Do we? Yeah, we do. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we do. So
29th is going to be the pay-per-view.
Still, this week you got the cage match and all the tag team stuff, and then next week, we'll have to wait and see what we got then. But it's gonna be good too because that's gonna be the one right before the pay-per-view. So, Oh man, solid month for AEW.
Very.
So, but that's it for this episode of AEW Aftershock. Thank you. If you like the show, please give us a thumbs up.
Wait, I can't. Where's
what? Banners?
Yeah, I tried to find it. Oh, I'm sorry, I was in the wrong one. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Please give us a thumbs up down there and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss any content from us. And there you go.
Okay, you can find us on YouTube at the AEWcast.com. That's THEAWE cast.com.
You can also find us on social media across the board at the Allcast.
And if you'd like to sponsor the show or you have any suggestions or questions for us, send those to team@theallcast.com.
And thanks for watching and or listening to another episode of AEW Aftershock. For Chris Falcon, I'm Brant, name to TBD, and this has been AEW Aftershock.
And never forget to soar high
and aim for the sky.